All right, so get this. We're diving deep today into Dogma hot dog bar
Dogma hot dog,
in Utrecht.
Okay.
And this is not your average hot dog stand.
Oh, no.
They're actually in a building that was once a butcher shop.
Wow.
Slagerij van Hilton.
Interesting.
And they're really on a mission to elevate the hot dog to like an art form.
So like a higher level hot dog.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is they've kept some of the elements of the old shop. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, they have a marble wall,
Mm-hmm.
there's a vintage ceiling, and even some of the old meat hooks.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I know, it's like you're really stepping back in time
Yeah,
while you're waiting for your food.
that's awesome.
And get this, I read that the butcher's son,
Oh, wow.
Jan van Hilton, he actually made all these drawings during World War II.
Oh, wow.
And you can browse through them at Dogma.
That's amazing.
I know.
What a cool little detail.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
It really speaks to their approach. You know,
Yeah.
they're not just like serving food. They're creating an experience.
Yeah, they're curating the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which actually brings us to the name itself, Dogma.
Okay.
You know where that comes from?
Tell me.
It comes from Greek.
Okay.
It means opinion or principle.
Hmm.
So it's almost like they're saying, this is how a hot dog should be.
Interesting.
This is the way.
So are they breaking the rules
Yeah.
or are they setting new ones?
I think it's a bit of both.
Okay.
They're taking this classic food
Okay.
and they're saying, let's toss out all the preconceived notions and
Mhm.
see what we can create.
Love it.
Yeah, so like
But-
even their bread is special.
Really?
They partnered with a local baker in Utrecht
Okay.
to get custom-made buns.
Wow.
Right, Brown?
You can even get gluten-free.
Okay, I'm already impressed.
Yeah.
So what about the hot dogs themselves?
Forget basic.
Okay,
They have classic flavors, of course,
sure.
but then they have what they call wild creative flavors.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, so think duck sausage with fig jam and goat cheese. What?
Or spicy lamb merguez with harissa mayo and crumbled feta.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not what I picture when I think hot dog.
I know.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Are the fries equally adventurous?
All about freshness.
Okay.
Hand-cut potatoes every single morning.
Wow.
It makes a huge difference in the
Um,
taste and texture.
So we've got the amazing bread, we've got these gourmet sausages,
Right.
fresh cut fries.
Yep.
Sounds like they've got all the bases covered.
Yeah.
But I have to know,
Yeah.
what about the toppings?
Okay.
Do they stick with the classics?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
They haven't revealed all their secrets,
Right.
but they've hinted at some unique and seasonal toppings
Right.
that go way beyond your typical ketchup and mustard.
Okay. I like where this is going.
Yeah, so think like pickled vegetables,
Okay.
unusual sauces, maybe even some crunchy elements.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're really using those toppings to elevate the entire hot dog.
So it sounds like they're using really high quality ingredients
Definitely.
and they're getting creative with flavors.
Absolutely.
But is it just about the food
Mhm.
or is there something more to the Dogma experience?
From what I've gathered,
Yeah.
they're trying to create a community hub,
Okay.
a place where people can connect,
Yeah.
enjoy good food,
Uh-huh.
and experience the culture of Utrecht.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and their menu really caters to everyone.
Oh, nice.
Meat lovers, vegetarians, vegans, you name it.
Oh, wow. So they're really inclusive.
They really are.
That's
It's
fantastic.
refreshing to see.
Yeah,
Especially in the world of food, which can be kind of rigid sometimes.
absolutely.
So what stands out to you so far about their approach?
Let me think about that for a sec. You know what's really fascinating to me
What's that?
is how they're taking something as simple as a hot dog
Right.
and they're really turning it into this culinary conversation.
Yeah.
It's like they're not just feeding you.
Right.
They're making you think about what a hot dog can be.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's pretty cool.
It's like they're saying we respect the tradition, but
Mhm.
let's push the boundaries a little bit.
Yeah.
And that really resonates with what we're seeing across the entire food world these days.
Well,
It seems like chefs are always experimenting,
Yeah.
blending different cuisines,
Right.
reinventing these classic dishes.
So it's more than just hot dogs.
Yeah,
It's really about challenging our assumptions about food in general.
absolutely.
What would you call this?
Yeah.
Like culinary rule breaking.
Well, we've been using the word dogma,
Right.
and I think that's actually pretty fitting.
Okay.
You know, it's about questioning these long-held beliefs
Uh-huh.
about food, these culinary dogmas
Right.
that tell us what we should and shouldn't eat, or how food should be prepared.
Yeah, I love that.
Right.
So for someone walking into Dogma for the first time,
Yeah.
what can they expect?
Well, I think they can expect to be surprised.
Okay.
You know, they might walk in expecting a typical hot dog experience.
Right, a classic.
Yeah.
But I think they'll leave with a whole new appreciation
Right.
for what a hot dog can be.
I like that.
It's about discovering new flavors, appreciating the artistry,
Yeah.
and just feeling like you're part of something unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that Dogma is kind of like a community hub.
Yes.
What makes it more than just a place to eat?
Well, imagine a space where everyone feels welcome.
Okay.
Whether you're a diehard hot dog fan
Right.
or you're a vegan who's looking for something different.
Right.
It's about fostering a sense of connection through a shared enjoyment of good food.
It reminds me of those old school diners
Oh, yeah.
where everybody knew your name.
Exactly.
But here it's about connecting over delicious
Yeah,
and sometimes unexpected hot dogs.
exactly. And the fact that they cater to various dietary needs
Right.
really shows their commitment to inclusivity.
Yeah.
They're saying, come as you are.
Yeah.
We've got something delicious for you.
This has been so insightful.
I'm adding Dogma to my travel bucket list.
You should.
But before we wrap up,
yeah.
I have one last question for you.
Okay.
And for our listeners out there.
Right.
We've talked a lot about Dogma's philosophy of challenging these culinary norms.
Right.
So what are some other food dogmas out there
That's a great question.
that you think deserve to be broken?
There are so many food rules that we take for granted.
Like what?
Like, why are certain foods relegated to specific times of day?
Okay.
You know, why can't we have breakfast for dinner
I like that.
or enjoy dessert before our main course?
I love it.
We need to break free from these arbitrary constraints.
Yes.
And embrace culinary freedom.
Breakfast for dinner. It's a revolution.
I'm with you.
All right. I think on that note,
Yeah.
it's time to wrap up our deep dive into Dogma Hotdogbar.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're ever in Utrecht,
Yeah.
you know where to go
You got to check this place out.
for a hot dog experience
Absolutely.
that's anything but ordinary.
It's a must try.
Dogma Hotdogbar.
Dogma Hotdogbar.
It's more than just a meal.
Yeah.
It's a culinary adventure.
For sure. And if you're curious to see what they've come up with, you know, all their crazy creations,
Yeah.
check out their website.
Okay, what is it?
It's dogmahotdogs.com.
Perfect.
I'm sure you'll find something there that piques your interest.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I know I will.
So we want to hear from you, too.
Yes.
What food dogmas are out there?
Rules need to be broken.
Exactly. Head over to our social media.
Yeah.
Share your thoughts. Let us know.
We want to hear it.
Until next time,
Keep exploring.
keep questioning.
And remember,
Yeah!
life is too short
Way too short.
for boring food.
Couldn't agree more.